In the heart of Nigeria lies Kano State, a region grappling with silent killer diphtheria. As of March 2023, the deadly disease had claimed the lives of at least 61 individuals, making Kano the epicenter of the outbreak. As of September 24, 2023, there was 11,587 reported suspected cases, out of which 7,202 were confirmed cases from 105 local government areas in 18 states, including the FCT. Most of the confirmed cases, which stood at 6,185, were recorded in Kano. Rabiu Shaibu, a 39-year-old father, resides in Lamba, a section of Ichi local government area of Kano State, with his wife and 5 children. Little did he know, tragedy was lurking around the corner. According to Rabiu, he never knew of diphtheria disease, but he saw a thick substance behind his children's throat, and he spent over 55,000 naira in pharmacies and patent medicine stores hoping to cure them. With his finances depleted, Rabiu sought help from traditional medicine doctors, Wanzamai, only to face disappointment.
I took my children to traditional medicine doctors after I spent all my money in pharmacies treating them of malaria and typhoid without them getting better. My first 2 children, Sefulahi and Badia, died the same night, and that was in September 2023. They woke up that fateful night, crying of pains in their throats and difficulty in breathing. I quickly stood up, turned on my bike and headed to Malikawa Garu Primary Healthcare Center that night with Sefulahi, but he died before getting to the PHC. On reaching home about 1 a.m. with my dead child, neighbors told me that Badia died a few minutes after I left with Sefulahi. Again, tragedy struck before the end of 2023, as I ended up losing 2 of my children. It was at that point it dawned on me that the hard substance I saw in their mouth could be connected to the death of my children. Afterwards, I made inquiries about the disease and immediately took my last child for vaccination, and he survived the diphtheria disease. The money I spent on my children in pharmacies took a huge part of my family's finance, and at some point I was penniless. This is a painful experience, but what can I do? Allah is the one who gives and takes.
It's every parent's dream to see their children thrive, but Rabiu buried 4 of his children, but has hope for a brighter future for his last child, Ahmad, who survived diphtheria after health workers told him about the killer disease.
My parents told me that my siblings died of a strange disease. I miss them because there is no one to play with at home, only if I go out. I wish Sefulahi, Badia, Imrana and Usman can come back because I miss them dearly.
The pain of losing 4 children to diphtheria and leaving the family with so much debt incurred in the process of treating them before they died is a burden no parent should bear.
Losing 4 of my children to diphtheria is so painful because when I remember the struggle I passed through while giving birth to them, it brings more sadness to me. The most painful part is that our funds were spent on treating these children, but they still died. We kept spending our savings on medical bills because we had hopes that they will get better, but unknowing to us, we were doing the wrong thing. I sold my goats, rams and other valuables just to support my husband, but all efforts were fruitless. Our finances got so bad that we did not have food at all. We were barely relying on goodwill donations from neighbors and family friends. Till date, we are yet to recover from the psychological and financial effects of the demise of our children.
Despite increased allocation to healthcare, the Kano State health budget falls short in epidemic preparedness. The budgetary allocation for health increased from 27 billion in 2016 to 40.2 billion in 2023. And the health budget as a percentage of the total state budget has increased from 9.85% in 2016 to 15.01% in 2023. However, the amount allocated for epidemic preparedness is still relatively low. Less than 1% of the health budget was dedicated to epidemic preparedness in recent years. According to the World Health Organization, without adequate funding for epidemic preparedness, communities remain vulnerable to outbreaks like diphtheria. Kamet TV reached out to the Kano State Emergency Operations Center EOC to get information about diphtheria, but was referred to the Ministry of Health. Again, Kamet TV reached out to the Ministry of Health on several occasions, but effort failed at the time of filing this report. as Kano State grapples with the aftermath of diphtheria. The story of Rabiu Shaibu's family serves as a poignant reminder of the urgent need for budget accountability and investment in healthcare infrastructure. Khadija Ishaq, Kamet TV.